Hi there, my name's Sam and welcome to the Nays Knits Knitting Podcast. I made it to the East Anglia Yarn Festival at the weekend, so I have quite a lot to show you. I have taken some footage, so I will insert it in this podcast, and I have some acquisitions. I did say in the last podcast I wouldn't be acquisition heavy, but this is a once in a year festival and I can't normally see yarn in person because yarn shops can be quite inaccessible to someone in a wheelchair. And yes, I was like a kid in a candy store, I must say. And I met some lovely people. Oh, amazing. So the East Anglian Yarn Festival was directed by the Lonely Knitter, Laura, on Instagram. She did a cracking job. Oh my goodness. As a wheelchair user, I found it so easy to negotiate around the building. There was everything I could need. I had no issues with getting into anywhere, having a look at anything. All the store holders were lovely. The disabled toilet you could turn around in, which is shocking. Could have done like donuts in there and not hit a wall. It was amazing. It was held in Norwich. So we had a lovely trip into Norwich afterwards, and it was a lovely day out. I had a bit of a rubbish week last week health-wise. I wasn't very well, so I was shocked that I got there, but I got there and I had a lovely day. Yeah, so I'll show you my acquisitions. Got some lovely bits. So first one I brought was this one. This is Elizabeth Pawley. It's called Cinders. Oh, look at those colours. They're coming up really nice on the camera. Oh, look at that. Now this is a cobweb lace weight, 100% superwash merino. 100 grams, 1,200 meters. Called Ember. It's hand wash only. It's really soft, super thin. Yeah, one thing with my colours, I seem to be still stuck in autumn, but I am constantly in autumn in my brain, so you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to make out this yet. Thinking maybe a short sleeve raglan kind of tee. I think that'd be really pretty. Something light but transitional. So when they say it's autumn, it's never autumn in the UK. It's like a fake autumn where it looks like autumn, but it's about 40 degrees. So it'd be lovely to have like a tee or something that I can wear in the autumn that's autumn coloured, but I won't sweat to death. So yeah, lovely stall holder. I've got some footage of her stall, so I'll place it here. And yeah, she's just a really lovely lady, very welcoming. I will check out her website and see what else she's got, but very pleased. This was the first thing I brought. I literally rolled in the door and she was there, beeline straight for it. So yeah, lovely. I can't wait to see what I knit from this. And if you have any ideas of pattern recommendations, sorry if you can hear a jingling, my cat is chasing her tail. What are you doing? Yeah, you having fun? Yeah, so if you have any recommendations for patterns that you might think I like, please pop them in the comments. I am always open to ideas. Okay, second one I purchased was, I've discovered yak. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, how soft is yak yarn? Wow. This is a cracker. So it's like terracotta-y red, pastel-y red. I'm not quite sure what you'd call this. They haven't given it a name. It's 5331. It's by Coastal Colours. They're based in Lancashire. Okay, this is 800 meters of lace weight merino, 60% merino, 20% silk and 20% yak. It was £20 and it's so soft, so soft. Yeah, they had lots of lovely colours. I definitely will have check out on their website. I'll place a little bit of footage here. Some of them I fell in love with were about £30. So I moved away from those. They were more of the silk and more yak based. But yeah, I do like the feel of yak. It's not at all itchy. If you know of any other yak based yarn companies, please let me know, because yeah, I'm intrigued to knit with this and further ones. Again, thinking a tee or a short sleeve jumper. Yeah, really lovely one. Yeah, problem when you buy lots of yarn, you just want to knit everything at the same time. It's really frustrating. Oh gosh, right, my third one I purchased, it isn't a colour, it's undyed, but I'm really impressed with the quality of this wool, and I was very impressed with this stand altogether. I purchased this after I made my big acquisition, which I'll show you in a minute. And yeah, if I hadn't have purchased that, I'd have brought a lot here, to be honest. She is a disabled yarn dyer, hand dyed yarn, so many colours. So like, her name's Adventures in Yarncraft. Such a lovely lady. We had a good natter. Sock, fingering sock weight, 400 meters, 100 grams. It is 85% superwash, extra fine merino, 19.5 micron. So it's really soft, really soft. You wouldn't think it's superwash. It hasn't got that crunch. It's very soft. And 15% nylon, so it's good for socks as well. But I probably won't knit socks out of this. I'll probably make again another short sleeve jumper. Probably get some more of this, don't tell my husband. But yeah, I'm thinking, I kind of want to make a t-shirt, but I also want to make a really nice cable jumper. So, like with thick twists, Aran style. I might have to get some more of this at some point, but I need to use these first. I can't buy any more yarn yet. My goodness. Okay, so the big purchase, and I've already cast on. I've already done a sample. It's all I've been doing since I've been back. Pigment and Ply. Have you seen their Instagram? So this lady, she dyes to, her inspiration is paintings, mainly paintings. And so the one I've chosen is based on like a Raphaelite type scene, you know, with the ladies, Grecian ladies and all that kind of thing. Always stunning colours, and she's managed to get every single colour of this painting into this wall, and it's a piece of art in itself, to be honest. Every time I look at it, it's a different colour I spot, or a different beautiful piece, you know. Oh, it's just amazing. So I got a jumper's weight in this. It's called Hylas and the Nymphs, and can you see how many colours are in this? I'll take this off so you can just, oh. This woman is, I'm assuming gender here. This person is absolutely incredible dyer. Yeah. So the wool itself is fingering weight. Now, I chose this because I hadn't seen anything like this before, and it probably is a thing, but again, I'm new to knitting and it's the first time I'm noticing this. It's fingering weight, but it's like a 4-ply held with mohair, but single strand, which is incredible. No more double holding 2 yarns and getting in a knot. It's all in one. It was £22 for this skein. So if you think, if you're doing a 4-ply and a merino and mohair at the same time, it's normally double that, isn't it? Or if you're cheaper, you've normally got to buy two mounts for that. So this is 56% extra fine merino, 44% mohair. It's 360 meters per 100 grams. Yeah, just, oh, I've got another skein here that as well. They're all different, all different. Yeah, so oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, so like I said, I have already swatched, I've already cast on, I found the perfect pattern. It took me ages to find this pattern. I think I was looking on the internet for a pattern for this and swatching so many different ones, and then I found a eureka moment, as you do. Okay, so I will insert a clip of this stall as well, and other stalls that I saw at the fair. So my width. Okay, so this wool in a swatch looks like this. Sorry, it's a little swatch because this is my first swatch. I have done more since then, but I've unravelled and I forgot to save the big one. Look at those colours. Look at those colours. It's just like a painting in itself. Absolutely stunning. So what I am knitting, have you got it, Kitty? Kitty got the row counter. Thank you. You're my glamorous assistant. You good girl. Yeah. You can come and sit with me if you like. Okay, so this is what I've cast on. It's an unusual pattern. Oh, hang on. It is the lightweight raglan pullover by Pearl Soho. It's a free pattern. Free pattern. You'll find them on Revelry, and then they have a link, or you can just find it on the Pearl Soho website. Gosh, hang on. Reset. Liquid sustenance. I'm knitting the size 3. I might do it a short sleeve because again it's light. Kind of want it for that in between seasons. because I've got lots of jumpers. I need lightweight ones. It's an unusual construction. You start with the sleeves first. I'm doing magic loop, first time doing magic loop. It's so easy. You think it's something massive. I had it like huge thing in my head, like, oh, it's going to be so complicated. I can't, like, it's the easiest thing in the world. So I'm doing magic loop. I bought new needles for this as well because I quickly learnt that things were not the thing for merino. So I've got some, what are they called? Symphony Knit Pros. Really good, really easy to use. Yeah, so have a look. This is interesting. It's got like a cable bump in it as well, which I've never done before. I really enjoyed doing that. I need to work out how I'm going to do the short sleeve. I'll probably knit about that much more and then work it out, kind of thing. Just because I've thought I had more wool than I had, so I'm going to make it short sleeve, just so I don't have to crop, because I don't do crops. I'm too old for that. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying doing this pattern. I've learnt a few new techniques already. I was put off with the pattern first of all because of the unusual construction. I cast this on because I wanted a simple stockinette, easy to knit, because my next cast on, you'll see, I needed something simple, but this has actually taken quite a lot of my attention and I've had to pay attention. So yeah, I'm working it out. So this one, you start at the cuff. I didn't realise I was doing the cuff at the time. I thought, yeah, I got confused. And then you do increases. So I will need to work it out. Luckily, I'm quite slim, so I don't think I'll have to increase too much more. But I would like to have it fit me when I'm feeling a little bit better. I lost a lot of weight recently due to illness, so I'm hoping to put it back on again. Yeah, so I need to work it out really. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What else can I say about this? Yeah, I'm just really happy with how it's coming out. The problem is with this fingering weight thing, I found a lot of the gauges were really loose, and if you're wearing something, you don't really want to have to, I want the option to not have to wear a big thick layer underneath so no one sees my bra if I don't want to, you know. I probably will, because, you know, it's mohair and wool. It may be itchy, but it doesn't feel itchy at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this, and I'm intrigued to see how it looks when I'm done. Hopefully it won't take me too long being stockinette. And yeah, I'm really impressed that the pullover as well has got quite a lot of sizes, very size inclusive. And yeah, it's a free pattern. Like, I love a free pattern. Obviously I support pattern makers when, you know, I buy books and all that kind of thing, but yeah, this is my first free pattern and I'm impressed. And yeah, cool. Right, next one. So I completely changed my mind. As I was just talking about books, it's a good segue. So I was going to knit a jumper from Neons and Neutrals, which I will do still someday. But I was having a bit of an issue with it. Nothing to do with the pattern designer. Pattern designer, awesome. So I was going to make the, what's it called? Stop there, get a look. So I was going to make the, what's it called? The darter. But then it was all garter, and, well, not garter, pearl. And I didn't feel like it justified the mohair very well. So if you watched my last podcast, I'd put this Cheshire yarn purposely for this pattern, and I didn't realise it was mainly pearl, and when I tried it in stockinette, it actually looked stunning, and I in garter, it kind of hid it a bit because there's a lot of lovely colours, lots of dark blues, greens, neon yellows. Just got lost. So I wanted something stockinette. So then I thought about doing the Confluence again in neons and neutrals, which again, beautiful, stunning pattern. But I came a cropper when I did the swatch. Where is he? My gauge wasn't out. It was like way out. I was like an inch out on both length and width. And I'm just like, I haven't got the capacity to sort that out. So I decided to scrap it, wait until I've got another wool and use a different wool. So I have gone for, I searched high and low for a pattern. Again, I'm having a terrible time finding a pattern that suits my style. Like, I totally appreciate all these fashion patterns that people are releasing, like Andrea Mowley. They're absolutely stunning, but I'm not quite at that level of knitting. I'm not quite there in the confidence. A lot of it's colour work and all that kind of thing, and they're quite tight fitting. And like I said earlier, I've lost quite a lot of weight, so I'm not very confident in my body shape at the moment. So I wish to wear something that's a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger. But I have seen her cardigan. There's a cardigan, a cozy cardigan. Oh, it's lovely. That's on my list to do in September. But I found this pattern and I'm really happy. I wanted a V-neck. After all that, I've decided to go for a V-neck. Just because I have a grey V-neck that I love and I've worn to death. And thought this would be a good replacement, and it'd be a smart replacement because the one I've got has got holes and has been darned and it's got paint on and everything. So this would be a good one. Sorry, it's black and white, but so I've gone for the Cardi V-neck. Now I believe this pattern is also in a cardigan, and it probably came out as cardigan before, and then she's decided to make it into a jumper as well. So hence the name Cardi. So if you're from the UK, Cardi means cardigan. So it's a bit confusing. But it's a cable. You see the cable? It's like a honeycomb cable. And I've never done cables before, and I love cable jumpers. It's basically all I wear, really. So, well, not in the summer, but you know, I thought I'll give it a whirl. I threw caution to the wind and I did a swatch. So I'll go through the wools again because I did say about what wools I was using in my last podcast, but so I'm using the Woolly Knit Plata Merino. It's kind of a cornflower periwinkly blue lilac-y colour. 500 gram cone, 2,350 meters. A lot of wool for your money. £26. 4-ply merino. For this pattern, I'm holding it double with a strand of mohair. So it's quite a lot of wool in this jumper. So I need to make a good job of it. So soft, beautiful colour. I can't wait to wear that. And then for the merino, for the mohair, I have Cheshire Yarn hand dyed. Find them on Etsy. Absolutely incredible mohair, absolutely incredible. This is New Day, 420 meters, 18 pounds, 50 grams, Superkid mohair and silk combination. This is so lustrous, like honestly, it's one of the most beautiful mohairs I've ever seen in my life. So it's quite pale, but it has a blue undertone, and you can see cobalt and lime green, like neon, dark green, dark blue. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. And when you knit it, it's like mermaid scales, the garter. It's just absolutely stunning. But I found that I couldn't see the colours as well, so I've chosen to go for a stockinette pattern. So this is my sample of my cable. So I worked hard on this. I did work hard. I've got cable needles and all that kind of thing. So here we go. Can you see it? You can really see the colours of that pigment. Absolutely beautiful. You see the blues and the lime greens. But I know I'm going to make mistakes on this jumper, but I'm pretty proud of my first cabling attempt. And you can see what I mean about the honeycomb. Just really beautiful fabric, really beautiful. So I am knitting the medium size. Not too impressed with the size inclusivity on this one. There's only 4 different sizes. You've got small, medium, large and extra large. And it goes up to a 136 centimetre chest. If I could find a different jumper that was similar and had better size inclusivity, I would have done it. But v-necks don't seem to be in vogue at the moment, and if they are, they're quite small, and I really wanted something oversized. So I don't really want to shout out about this pattern too much, but I will try and aim to have some more inclusive patterns from here on, size inclusivity. Yeah, so I have started knitting. I'm quite pleased with myself. I've only made a couple of mistakes. So I get brain fog, which my brain just goes into a world of its own. So when I'm knitting and I'm a bit flary and stuff, I get brain fog. Getting brain fog now. So that's why I needed the stockinette pattern where I could just switch off and not think about cabling and what if I'm doing the stitch the right way and everything. But I am getting the hang of it. So, oh, drag this over here. It's quite a lot of wool. Oh my goodness. Okay. So it's triple. So your Merino's held double, and then you also have the Mohair. So you can see why I was quite impressed with the pigment and ply Merino and Mohair all together, because yeah. So this is the back. I've started the back. Here we go. So with this one, it's all separate pieces, knitted flat, and then you stitch them all together. I think then you work in the round as well when you get a bit more of the v-neck. But yeah, so you've got the back and these are the shoulders. So it'll be interesting. I've never done a pattern like this, so I am probably going to muck up somehow in the construction or the way I'm reading the thing. But I'm really impressed with my cable work here. I had to rethink this because I didn't read it properly. So you knit this bit first before you do these, and then you pick up stitches and you knit this bit. But instead what I did was I knitted 2 of these because I just got carried away and then realised that was actually had to be joined onto there, so I had to restart. So you do this bit, which is like a cable in itself, and then you pick up stitches, you knit this bit, and then you pick up all the way along here, and then you start increasing and then doing your cables at the same time. But like I said, it's really quite an easy cable stitch. I've been having quite a lot of fun with it. Probably mucking it up in a few places, but you know, I'm learning, and I can see a muck up right there, but you know, I'll get there. And that's at the back, so I can't see that, and I'm not going to restart it because that took me a whole day. So I'm not going to frog this one. I'm just going to live with the imperfections and just be proud of what I've done instead, because you know, we're all learning, and I'm a beginner, and I've got to have a first jumper, and it's not bad for a first jumper, I don't think. If you hadn't seen, my first completed jumper was in last week's podcast, where I'd knitted a jumper for my mummy, and she really was chuffed with it. So I don't think she'd had someone knit her something before. So yeah, she did send me a picture, but I'm not going to insert it here because, you know, she doesn't deserve to have her face plastered on the internet. Like, not like anyone's probably going to watch these, but you know, just want to maintain her privacy. Yeah, I was really silly. I knitted the whole jumper, put it in the box, gave it to my husband. He went off to work, posted it for me, and yeah, I hadn't taken any footage for you to see the finished, but you had seen it semi-finished, luckily. But yeah, sorry about that. I hopefully won't muck up like that again. Right, so what else? Yeah, so that's all I've got cast on at the moment, just because they're pretty focused pieces. With my linen drops one I showed you last week of the heiress, I am going to frog that, I think, and just wait for me and just wait and find a really nice t-shirt pattern. Because I was thinking about it, held double, it's tricky to knit, and also it's probably going to be a bit hot. Even though it feels cool to the touch, I don't think I want it that thick, even though it's really incredible. Yeah, so I need to find some t-shirt patterns. That's my next thing. Don't want anything too fussy. I want like a simple throw on, casual, not going to get upset if my husband shrinks it kind of thing. Well, I would if he shrinks it with this, but you know what I mean. I want something I can wear every day and not worry about it if I go to the beach and stuff. Yeah, cool. Let's see. So also I've been buying needles. I thought I better extend my needles just because I am knitting a lot with Mohair again and Merino, and it's quite slippy. So I've been investing in some wooden needles and some cable needles and some stitch holders, because, which you probably saw on the last one, just because I was just using the interchangeable needles with the ends on, the cables with the ends on, and they were just getting in the way and I was getting entangled, so I thought I'd better invest in some stitch holders. So the stitch holders I've been using are just Amazon ones. I would quite like some of those silicone ones, but I haven't found any I like at the moment. But I found a selection pack of stitch holders on Amazon. Really good accessibility wise, because they're really easy to open and close, no fiddling. And they came loads of different sizes. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with those. Also nice bright colours as well, so you can see them easily when you're working with your projects and everything. I think there's 6 different sizes, and I think they're about £5, so pretty good value. I've also been buying cable needles. Now I bought 2 different kinds. They're a couple of quid, so I thought I'll buy both types because I don't know how I would be with my mobility. If you hadn't seen my last podcast, I have problems with mobility in my hands. I can get a little bit sore and I don't have as much flexibility as I should, or I have too much flexibility. So I have the standard ones, and then I also brought these doohickeys, and I must say, for accessibility reasons, these win hands down. These just slip out. These are really annoying. I don't know if it's because of the wool I'm using. They may be better with like an Aran chunky proper wool, but these are so much better. So they're like little shepherd's hooks, and they just don't get in the way. They don't stick in your wool. They can just hang there. Found them really easy to use as well because they're not as long, so they're like, you can just, yeah, so really pleased with those. Again, Amazon. I can't remember the brand. Oh, I will find and put on the thing for you. But yeah, really cool, lots of different sizes. Found them really easy to use. So accidental accessibility hint, cable needles, go for these doohickeys because they're so much easier. I just found that these ones just kept sticking in the fabric, and it was just really annoying, and then they'd fall out and dropped so many stitches. So yeah, a lot happier with those. I got some more symphonies. So I've got size 5, size 4, and then I've got the little ones, I believe are 325s. Really liking these. They're quite smooth, but they still have a little bit of grip as well for your merino. So yeah, I'm really liking these. Very light as well, very easy to use. Yeah, what else? So I've just, yeah, I'm plodding along this week. I've had a really nice week. I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, I've had a really nice week this week. Apart from illness, I've managed to get out and meet fellow knitters, and it's just been really lovely. Had some really good chats with some of the stall holders, and yeah, I really enjoy going to these festivals. I hope there's some more. If you know of any in the UK that are really fun to go to and worth a trip, I'm happy to go. Just let me know. Yeah, it's just the accessibility. It's just amazing. Like, it just shows you. And I wasn't the only disabled person there. I would say 1 in 10 people there were disabled. So it just shows you how much of the community is actually disabled. So they must be like me, going to these festivals because they got choice. They can go in and actually see everything face to face. Yeah, it's just so nice to have choice. I could go around and everything was at my level. Nothing was too high. I could speak to the dyers and learn about them, you know. It was just so lovely. It's such a nice community. Everyone was really friendly. Everyone's smiling, chatting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that yarn festival develops, because I don't think it's been going very long and they had a lot of wool there, but it'd really be nice to see it develop more. There was a few food stalls, mostly outside, which was unfortunate because it was raining. So you could really see it being developed into a big festival, which I think the UK needs. When you see Rhinebeck, it'd be amazing if it got to the level of Rhinebeck. Can you imagine? And I didn't book myself in any of the courses and talks because I didn't know if I could definitely make it. But I definitely will try and do that next time, because after about an hour or two, I was kind of looking for something else to do. And I really just wanted to sit and knit, but it was quite busy and people were sitting and knitting, but there was quite a lot of queues for lunch and stuff, and we couldn't queue really because it was really long queue and we didn't want to go outside. So yeah, I'm looking to see how she develops it further, and yeah, that would be really cool. He's hoping for an East Anglian Rhinebeck, so I don't have to travel to America, even though that is the dream, to go to Rhinebeck. Wow, yes. Can you imagine going to Rhinebeck? That'd be incredible. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. And again, if you have any pattern ideas or any accidental accessibility tips, or if you are a producer or hand dyer that would like a little shout out, just drop me a line and I'll pop my email in the notes. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hi there, welcome to the Nays Knits Knitting Podcast with me, Sam. I made it to the East Anglia Yarn Festival, so I have a lot to talk about today and show you. I took some footage at the festival, so I'll insert the clips here. Oh, I'll insert the clip. Nobody wants to see your butthole. Only fans for cats.